Darth Vader is often remembered as a monster in black armor, a symbol of tyranny, fear, and destruction. But Vader just wasn't terrifying, he was effective. Across nearly 2 decades, Darth Vader executed a Sith grand plan, personally helped erase the Jedi Order, held the Galactic Empire together through fear alone, became one of the deadliest warriors in galactic history, and in the end destroyed the Sith from within. This isn't a list of kills, this is a breakdown of Darth Vader's greatest accomplishments and why no single Force user left a larger footprint on galactic history. There's no better way to start off the list other than talking about his duel on Mustafar. Anakin Skywalker's defeat on Mustafar should have ended everything because he was severely burned by lava, dismembered at multiple joints. He was basically suffocating, he was emotionally shattered, and abandoned by his former master. Yet Vader's survival wasn't luck, it was his willpower fueled by the dark side alone. And now why this is an accomplishment is because most Sith draw their power from ambition or hatred. Vader drew his power from constant unending pain. His armor never fully alleviated his injuries. His armor also constantly irritated nerve endings and ensured he never forgot his suffering. The pain became Darth Vader's permanent dark side engine. Instead of weakening him, Mustafar actually hardened him and made him even scarier. Vader here learned to fight effectively instead of acrobatically, channel force power economically, and turn emotional torment into focus rather than instability. Surviving this battle didn't diminish Anakin, it destroyed him and forged Darth Vader in his place. Up next, we have completing the fall of the Jedi Order. With Order 66, it crippled the Jedi. Darth Vader finished them. His role in the Jedi Purge, while clone troopers executed generals, Vader tracked Force signatures personally, hunted Jedi across the galaxy, destroyed safe havens and refugee routes, and eliminated the Jedi before they could rebuild. This wasn't warfare, it was a systematic extinction. And doing so was very tactical, and Vader was a tactical genius. He rarely rushed enemies, he would study their habits, exploit emotional attachments, and isolated them psychologically. Then he would strike. Many Jedi broke before Vader even ignited his lightsaber. The psychological warfare is where he ended up winning most of his battles. By the time survivors realized Vader was hunting them, the panic had already set in, communication networks collapsed, and the trust between survivors would evaporate. By A New Hope, the Jedi were no longer organized, they were ghosts afraid to reveal themselves. That reality exists because of Darth Vader. Then we have becoming Palpatine's most effective Sith apprentice. Unlike previous apprentices, Vader wasn't meant to replace his master, he was meant to execute his will flawlessly. And why Palpatine valued Vader was because he manipulated Vader and that's how he won over his loyalty. Vader had a willingness to commit atrocities without any hesitation, he was immune to political pressure, and he was feared more than any fleet in the galaxy. Vader enforced order while politics failed. When governors hesitated, Vader would arrive. When systems resisted, Vader made sure they were made an example of. Palpatine didn't need Vader to rule, he needed Vader to terrify the galaxy into obedience, and Vader succeeded. Darth Vader was able to master lightsaber combat with a broken body. This might be one of his most underrated accomplishments. His armor reduced speed, limited his flexibility, and restricted peripheral vision. Yet Vader adapted Form 5 Gemso into a style uniquely his own. Vader's combat evolution consisted of heavy overpowering strikes, minimal wasted movement, relentless forward pressure, and seamless force integration. Vader turned his limitations into predictable inevitability. Opponents didn't lose because Vader was fast, they lost because escape became impossible. And this matters because Vader was no longer dueling for skill, he was executing enemies through overwhelming dominance. Few Jedi or Rebels survived more than moments once he engaged with them. He was able to master the Force through control, not being flashy. Vader's Force power was not theatrical, it was constant. He used the Force mid-strike, mid-step, mid-breath, basically with every movement. His signature feats include crushing vehicles and structures, ripping weapons from enemies' hands, choking targets without visual contact, and immobilizing opponents instantly. Darth Vader didn't display power to impress, he used it to end fights before they would begin. His control was so refined that he could maintain multiple force effects simultaneously, fight while sustaining injuries, and override pain responses entirely. This level of discipline places Vader among the elite Sith Lords of all time. And it's well known that Vader was able to crush the rebellion before it could grow. He isn't just a Sith, he was the Empire's anti-hope weapon. His impact on the rebellion personally led boarding actions. He would slaughter command teams, capture high-value leaders, and disrupt entire cells on his own. The iconic hallway scene wasn't just rage, it was precision terror. Vader taught the rebellion that escape was temporary, victory came at unbearable cost, and facing him directly meant death. Many rebel leaders altered strategy specifically to avoid Vader. As we saw in the original trilogy, Darth Vader was able to dominate Luke Skywalker for a time, physically and mentally. Vader's duel with Luke on Cloud City wasn't a contest, it was a lesson. Vader held back deliberately. He would test Luke's emotions, exploit his impatience, and crush his confidence. Luke lost because Vader understood something crucial that Luke didn't yet. Power without discipline is weakness. The revelation of Luke's parentage wasn't cruelty. It was Vader's final attempt to control the future. Much how the silhouette of a Star Destroyer inflicted instant fear in people, Darth Vader also became the galaxy's greatest symbol of fear. His greatest weapon wasn't his saber or the Force, it was his reputation. Officers feared failure more than death, enemies surrendered at his arrival, and allies obeyed instantly. Vader didn't need speeches, he didn't need fleets, his presence alone was more than enough. No Sith before him could achieve this fear to this level that Darth Vader has. And the most impressive feat of them all has to be destroying the Sith from within. This accomplishment of Darth Vader easily eclipses everything else. In this single choice, he rejected the dark side, betrayed his master, ended Darth Sidious, ended the Sith Order, and fulfilled the Chosen One prophecy. No Jedi has ever done this, and Vader didn't defeat the Sith through power, he destroyed them through his own choice. That redemption shaped the Force itself. So yes, Darth Vader hunted Jedi, enforced galactic tyranny, dominated combat, became the symbol of fear in the galaxy, but at the same time ultimately saved the galaxy, and no Force user has ever changed the galaxy more than Darth Vader. So let me know what your favorite scenes or stories about Darth Vader are. I know for myself, I have a lot, and he is one of my favorite characters in all of Star Wars. So let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more content around the galaxies, and I will see you in the next one.